friends, it's Tracey from Tea Time with Tracey and Friends. Magda, my puppy, is down here. Boris is downstairs. I have my grandbaby. Where is he? Hiccup. He's a jumping spider. His mama's cleaning his little terrarium thing, but he's just in a mason jar with, there's air holes in it. His name's Hiccup. Should say jump scare, but he's not scary. He's very friendly. He crawls on you and everything. Anyways, I'm going to be filming my August TBR video early. There's almost 2 weeks left in July, but my summer is chock-a-blocka full of things that we're doing, and I need to do this while I have time to do this. I'm not going to read any of these books until August because I still have quite a few books left to read in July. It's a heat wave here. I think I said that. I got a new deck of cards. This game, deck of TBR, I got this inspiration from Becca Books and Bujo. And it's pretty much you shuffle a deck of cards. You take one out, say 2 of hearts. You go to 2 and hearts, part of a trilogy, or 5 of clubs. You go down to 5 clubs, dark romance. You take the thing off, and we put the used ones in this little honey pot. I got a big honey pot down there on the floor, and I take out a new one and put it on the board. Over here on this side, the bomb book. It's not so much a bomb. I have it as my beefcake challenge. Those are big books I wanted to read this year. I've read most of them. So if I get it the Joker, I have a spin wheel for my beefcake challenge. If I don't have any of those left, I'll pick another TBR, yearly TBR, like my 25 and 2025 and stuff. Over here, that ace, king, queen, or jack, those are like challenges, like pet pick or random number or one of those things. So we're just gonna go on. So I've got this new deck of cards. So should have a Joker in it. This is Alice in Wonderland cards. Magda, it's nothing to eat. They've never been shuffled. The cute little, I love Alice in Wonderland. Like the face cards have, look, Jack of Spades. It's the little Mad Hatter. But like the number cards, it's just, there's the Jack of Hearts, the Mad Hatter. I have a little scratch here because Magda punched me in the face. We were camping a few days ago, and she tried to get on my air mattress while I was swimming. She punched me right in the friggin' face. Can you see her? Yeah, her. That's what it's from. Just a minute. I need to secure you a little bit better. All right, is that better? I don't know. Anyway, she's here. So, adorable cards. One thing I don't like about them, they're not like the bright poppin', like the white and contrast red and stuff. But I didn't realize that when I ordered them. So, we're gonna do a little shuffle shuff. There's probably 2 jokers in here, but that's okay. You can tell they're new. They're very stiff. I'll have to give them 3 or 4 of these goes because this has never been shuffled before. One more. Usually I will go over the books that I've read in the month, like the previous month, but it's still so early. I might just do a wrap-up video going through all, because I've taken part in a whole bunch of readathons this month, and then my TBR. I don't think I'm doing any readathons in August. I'm just too busy. I'm too busy. So 6 of hearts. 6 of hearts. So 6 of hearts, set in the present. And right. Oh, and if I got 3 of the same number, doesn't matter the suit, I get another draw, and I plan on doing 10. So this goes in the honey pot. here's the big guy. This has a bunch in here. Has 2 stickers on it. LGBTQ plus rep. So that's cool. Always good to get. Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can find a book that's semi-placed in the present. Alright, I went downstairs. I picked This Love Hurts by Nikita. I had this on one of my earlier TBRs a few months ago, but I never finished it. Not that I didn't like it, I just ran out of time. I just had to take Magdo for a pee too, because she's still a puppy. And alright, so I didn't finish this book. It's on my 25 and 2025. I don't know the year it's in, but it's not in the 80s or the 90s or the early 2000s. So this is a dark romance. You can get it on Kindle, which I might do. There's no audio for this. I only got a little ways into it. I'll probably restart it. But this follows a young woman who, she has a roommate, but she has a secret history. I think her boyfriend was killed and she woke up and he was dead, but she doesn't remember doing anything. And she went on the run to hide. Secret identity. She doesn't have any family or anything. And fast forward, she works at a cafe or something, and she's a student. This is only what I remember from this. And she lives with a roommate who's very wealthy, walking around, adorable. And anyways, her ex-boyfriend had a brother who was either in the mafia or a crime or something, and he's out to find her, I believe. I think that's what it is. Anyways, I would say this is set in the present. It's not futuristic, it's not back in the day, it's not sci-fi, nothing like that, but it is a dark romance. So that's what I'm going to do. That's the first book. And I would have continued to read that, but I just ran out of time, whatever month that was. So I'm putting this back in the deck. And we'll go again. I gotta cross off my marks from last month so I don't get it mixed up. Right. Alright. A king. TBR wheel. Okay. Alright, let me grab my Chromebook. Okay, friends, I have the spinner wheel. I only have 3 TBRs on here. I am working on my Kindle wheel too, because I have a umpteen Kindle books, but I'm not putting that in. So I have seasonal TBR. Since we're currently in the season of summer, I believe I have a summer TBR wheel, if I get that. Beefcake, I don't know how many more I have left in there. In 25 and 2025, I have a few left in there. So let's do it. Beefcake, awesome. Okay, let's end that. My wheels. Okay, now I only have these 4 books left. I do have the Enigma on my July TBR. I have not read that yet. So if I get that one, oh, I have 5 because Toadie's still there. I had that on a TBR before and I never finished it. So let's let's spin this. I don't know. I can't see what it is. Why is it like this? Coldbrook. Okay, well, I'll do Coldbrook then. I had that book downstairs. All right, here it is. This is by Tim Lebin. I read the Berserker I think Berserker before by him. So this will be the second book that I've read by him. This is like a sci-fi horror. It's on my beefcake, that's why I have this thing. It was published in 2014, 509 pages. Appalachian Mountain Facility, New World Diseases. So there's this science station in the Appalachian Mountains, and they dig so deep, or they open a dimension or something, and they release some sort of disease in the world, which either turns people crazy. Billions are dead, yet still walking. The only hope is a cure, and the only cure is genetic immunity. In the chaos of destruction, there's one person that can save the human race, but will they find her in time? I don't know. So I can hear the dogs down there trying to open the gate. Anyways, this one. So I look forward to reading this on a nice cool summer night in the woods while I'm camping with my family, maybe. I don't know if this is on Kindle, and I don't know if you can get an Audible of this, but either way, it's fine. I want to read it. I have it. I bought it. I'm going to do it. So let's do the next one. And that was a king. All right. I don't need to put anything in the honey pots because that just stays on the board. You can come through. I'm just doing my game. Skididdle dabble. What? She has a Tori Amos t-shirt on. Isn't that cool?
Can Boris come upstairs?
What?
Can Boris come upstairs?
Boris can come up, yeah. If he wants to come up. All right. Okay. Another king. What the heck? That's 2 kings. If I get one more, I need to add one to it. All right. Well, let me take that Coldbrook off. I don't like that wheel doesn't show the white bits. I might fix that. All right. I quickly made a new wheel. I'll just shuffle it. I think that you shuffle it like that. Shuffle. 3. All right, let's make it big. And let's spin. We'll see. The Enigma. This is by Jody Ellen Melpez. I actually have that right here. It's on my July TBR, but I might not get to it, so I'm just going to push it over to August because there's a lot of books. I still have like probably 10 books I have to read in 2 weeks, and it's possible, but with all the activities, sports, family activities, heat waves, dog stuff, and the domestic goddess that I am, I'm going to push this over to August. And this is a mafia romance, I believe. This follows a lady who leaves her fiance at the altar for some reason, and she goes on the run, or she's just stumbles through life feeling resentment, injustice, loss. Her mom's death was called an accident, and she's not convinced. So she is on a mission to find out the truth. The male main character in this book, he's out for revenge because he's going after the people that killed his entire family. And eventually his path leads to her. Turns out her father was part of the FBI, and she had nothing to do with it, I'm assuming, but her family did, so he either takes her prisoner or whatever. They might kiss and fall in love. I don't know. This is the second book in the Unlawful Men series. I read The Brit a couple of years ago, and I enjoyed that, and that was Mafia. And now this is book 2. I have the rest of the books in the series. I think there's 4 or 5 books. But published in 2021 and 508 pages. So I can take that one. I have some big books this month so far. So that's 2 kings. If I get another king, I'll have to do 11 books. Boris is up here now. I'm thinking about what my fall TBR is going to be. You know how I do a spring TBR, summer TBR, fall. I'm picking some choice books that I want to read. And I'll probably film that near the end of August or first part of September, but, you know. All right. 9 of clubs. So 9 clubs. Disturbing. All right. We can do disturbing. Let me see what I can find. Well, you might want to see that. Disturbing. Something disturbing. It's subjective, but I'll find something. All right, both Magda and Boris are here, and they're going to start making noise. All right. Hey, that's Boris. Anyways, I picked Reception. I tried to read this a few years ago, and again, not that I didn't like it. It's very short. It's by Kenzie Jennings. This is about, it's cannibals. It's cannibals. That's kind of disturbing, isn't it? It's probably extreme. This follows a couple sisters. One is going to be the bridesmaid in her little sister's wedding. I only got like maybe 10 pages into it. Her little sister's wedding in this really isolated town. There's no cell reception or anything. Way out in the country. And at the reception, things start to go sideways, and the sisters have to band together to get out of this isolated resort before they become a wedding menu item, because I guess the groom's family is cannibalistic. It's not long. I don't want great big long. I already have 3 long books there. Look at that. Yeah, it's not a piece to take home to mama, but that one. It's very short. 207 pages in the end. Yeah. So, that one. That's kind of disturbing. I do have other disturbing ones that I would like to get to, but not when it's summertime. No thanks. Alright. Let me pick another one. Royalty. Maze, you're gonna get in the shower in a bit. Okay. Royalty. Okay. Okay. So 9. I wrote that down. Put this back. How many is that? That's 4. So 6 more. How's everybody's summer going? My sister was down for a week, and she has 2 dogs too. We've gone to the beach and all that stuff, so it's been busy. 4 of clubs. So 4, 250 to 350 pages. Okay. 4. 250 to 350 pages. Let me go see. All right, this is perfect. I'm going to put a Laura Lee book. This is book, I think 31 out of 33 books in the Breed series. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm hoping to get done this series by the end of the year. Oh, these steps. Anyways, this follows genetically altered people. They're spliced with animals. Some of them can shift, some of them can't, or some of them just have fangs or abnormal strength. or whatever. I don't know what this one's about, but there's a tiger, so he either turns into a tiger or not. This world is so big. I can't. Just a second. Alright, this follows a Bengal breed person who, like, these people were enslaved and made in a laboratory. Eventually they break out and there's a whole, you know, rebellion in society. And now they're known as the breeds and they're accepted, but there's always groups of people that do not agree. This guy, he's a Bengal tiger. He had a twin brother that went missing. Then a lot of his tigerness recessed. Now he just lives as a mere man, and he lost the love of his life who he thought he would mate, but she died for some reason. And he's been living like a man in a law enforcement way, like in the breed society, but these recessed genetics are going to wake up when somebody crosses paths and his true mate, I'm assuming, makes her entrance. And yeah, he's gonna explode like a balloon, I guess. I don't know, but I'll read this one, and then I think the next one is called Crossbreeds, and then the next one is called Dane's Mark, and then I'll be done that whole series. And yeah, it's spicy, and it's pretty dark. Some of them are, but I've enjoyed it. And this will be, there's 341 pages, so that's perfect. I was hoping to get that on my list this month, for August. Oh, I gotta put that back. Oh no, not put that back. Put that in there. Get one from here. I'm not looking. Oh, they're all stuck. Sci-fi. Right, I don't read a lot of sci-fi unless it's like alien smut, but I have been getting some sci-fi audiobooks on sale because I'm falling for the hype sometimes. I bought some Brandon Sanderson books on audio that were on sale, and other ones for someday if I get in that sci-fi era. Oh, I bought the Andy Weir Hail Mary. Is that what it is? On audio, like that would be sci-fi. So I do have some sci-fi books. What was that? Did I write that down? 4. Yes, I did. Okay. 6 of Hearts. LGBTQ plus rep. All right. I just put that up there too. Okay, I gotta see what I have. I know I have some, I just need to figure it out. All right, I was just looking on my Her Kid Hardest Reading Challenge You'll Ever Do spreadsheet that Stephanie from QWERTY, was so generous to give to us all. QWERTY and our friend. I'm sorry, I can't remember. But pros at Google Sheets. Anyways, and I have Pucking Around by Emily Rath on the, what is the tab? Queer Alphabet. That's what it is. The Queer Alphabet. I had that, and I have, oh, it's a graphic novel. I got the whole series for my daughter. I forget. I don't know, but I have that Pucking Around. Is that what it was? I have the whole series on Audible, and it's polyamory. There's one woman and 2 or 3 men, and some of the men cross swords, and I'm assuming that falls under the umbrella of LGBTQIA+ rep. So that's what I'm going to do, because I'll mark one book off of my Her Kid spreadsheet list, and it does have some rep in it. It is a hockey romance. They're hit and miss with me. I've never read Emily Rath, I don't think. The men are often cocky and asshole-ish and get on my nerves, but, you know, I have it. Maybe it'll cool me off. It's a hockey romance. It's like 24-hour audiobook, though. It's a big one. It's a big one. But I listen to it a little bit faster sometimes, depending on what I'm doing. Here's a picture of it. This follows a young woman who has a one-night stand, I believe. Her name's Rachel, I think, with one of the hockey players. A few months later, I think she's either working for the hockey team or hockey in that realm, and the guy seems like he doesn't even remember her, and she's a little offended by that, and I'm not really sure where it goes, but it says in the description. I don't know how I can handle one hockey player, let alone 3, so yeah. Anyways, I'm not too sure, but that's what I'm using for that. So I need to put this. That didn't stay on the board very long. And I'm excited. I'll use one of my books to work on that spreadsheet. Place in the title. Place in the title. All right. We can do that. I'll put that back in here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to write down that I have 6 books already. So I am still prioritizing my July books now, but this way, when all the hubbub's going on in the summer, I still got 4 kids at home. I have 6 altogether, but 4 are still at home, and there's things going on. I will know what to work on, and it's not work, it's fun, it's enjoyment, it's escape, in August. 8 of clubs. I'm getting a lot of clubs today. So 8, a secret society. Oh gosh, I don't know about that. I must have something. I don't know. I gotta see. Oh, okay. It's kind of a stretch, but not necessarily. I'm going to read book 3 in the One True Mate series by Lisa Ledoux. This is part of the Her Kid, a book, like pick your, what is it called? What is this? Favorite Her Kid prompt from 1.0. I didn't take part in last year's challenge. This is my first time doing Her Kid 2.0, and one of the prompts was to do your favorite prompt from last year. So she had a bingo board, and I picked the one where you read a 4+ book series. I am currently on book 3, and there's 10 books in this series. So I read book 1, I read book 2. Book 3 is Shifter's Echo, I believe. And here's a picture. Crew is a powerful yet tortured wolf shifter who is convinced he has to live out the visions he sees in his head. True love lost before it has a chance to begin. Dahlia is living a life that doesn't make sense to anyone but her. And when it all changes in the blink of an eye, she learns that there is more to life than what she can imagine. When she meets Crew in another time, another life, a realistic dream, something tells her that he will come for her when she dies. So this is kind of a secret society because they are shifters of different kinds. It looks like this one is a wolf shifter. And they're secret in human society. So it's kind of a secret society. The female main characters in these books often have angel essence or something like that in a family lineage, and I believe that's what it is. I haven't read the first 2 books in a year, well, last year I think. So I have it on audio. I have like the book set, the first 4 books in a box set. So I'm on the third book, and it is a secret society because humans don't know about this whole thing. So I'm going to count that. So this will go in, that was 8. Did I write it down? I did. All right, let's do another one. Set in the past. I kind of hope to get that because there's a book I want to read. That would be nice. I'm putting this back in. One more. Whew. All right. 9 of spades. Did I get a 9 already? I got 1, so that's 2. So 9 of spades. Miscellaneous. Okay. Well, I have an audio shelf in my audio library that I have miscellaneous. I'm going to look through that to see. It's kind of a free pick, but it's a books where I don't quite know how to put it. So, or where to put them in a genre. Okay, I found one. This is called The Horse. Here's a picture by Willie Vlautin, I believe. I have it in audio. It's almost 6 hours, not quite. Willie Vlautin writes about people overlooked in society and overlooked by literature. In The Horse, he tells a story of a tender-hearted man who has a steady talent and a crushing addiction. I think he's alcoholic. It is both a work of extraordinary compassion and a really great novel. That's a quote. But, yeah. Al Ward lives in an isolated mining claim. Al Ward lives on an isolated mining claim in the high desert of central Nevada, 50 miles from the nearest town. A grizzled man in his 60s, he survives on canned soup, instant coffee, and memories of his ex-wife, friends, and family he lost, and his life as a touring musician. Hampered by insomnia, bouts of anxiety, and chronic lethargy that keeps him from moving back to town, Al finds himself teetering on the edge of madness and running out of reasons to go on, until a horse arrives on his doorstep, nameless, blind, and utterly helpless. Al hopes that the horse will vanish as mysteriously as he appeared, yet the animal remains, leaving him in a conundrum. Is this animal real, or a phantom conjured by his imagination? As Al contemplates the horse's existence and what, if anything, he can do, his thoughts are interspersed with memories from the moment his mother's part-time boyfriend gifts him a 1959 butterscotch blonde Telecaster to the day his travels begin. He joins various bands, all who performs his songs once they discovered his talent playing casinos, truck stops, clubs, and bars. He falls in love and finds pockets of companionship, minor success along the way. Never close to stardom or financial success, he continues as a journeyman for decades until alcoholism and the heartbreaking tragedy led him to the solitude of the barren Nevada desert, a poignant meditation on addiction, heartbreak, and the reality of life on the road and small town bands. The Horse's beautiful, haunting tale from the author working at the height of his powers. So, yeah, I didn't know where to put that. It's not horror. Is it just fiction? It was in my miscellaneous file. So, yeah, that will be my next read. So that's 7. That's 3 audio. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's 8. All right. Let's put this in here. An audio book. Oh, God. All right. Let's put the 9 back in. had 2 9s and 2 kings. If I get another one of those, I'll have an extra thing. 2 of hearts. Part of a trilogy. Okay. I just finished a bunch of trilogies the past couple months. I gotta see what ones I'm still working on. Okay, I was looking. I do have some physical books that I could start that are trilogies, but I don't want to start new ones while I still have other trilogies that I've already started and I should work on in my spreadsheet that I have for my series tracker. So I'm going to read Kennedy Ryan's Block Shot. Here it is. Just a minute. Yeah, this is another sports romance. I kind of got over sports romance a few months ago, but I haven't read one since. So this is a basketball romance, only it's not about the basketball players. It's about the agents, I believe. Jared is the man. I forget what the girl's name is, but they had a one-night stand or a little relationship at one point. Anyways, she is very successful at what she does. She's an agent in a man's field, and she can do it very well, but they cross paths because I don't know if it's about the same team or whatever. Anyways, long story short, 2 agents, sports agents. Yeah, I don't know if it's a second chance romance, if that's what you call it. The first book was Long Shot, I think, and that was between a basketball player and a woman who's not a basketball player, and there was some triggers in that, like spousal abuse and stuff like that, but I don't know about this one. But this will be book 2 in a trilogy, and then I'll just have, what's the next one? Hook Shot left to read. I think it's a trilogy. I should check. Maybe there's more in it. Let me see. Yes, the series is called Hoops, and it's a trilogy, so I'll just have one more book left to read, and then I'll be able to knock that series off. So that's 3 audiobooks, I think. So, yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 more. Is that right? 2. Now I have 2 2s. All right. Not looking. No, I got 2 there. I'll do it again because I've seen them both. And I feel like first in a series. Okay, I got lots of those too. Putting this 2 back. What are you doing, boys? You better not have been getting into something. One more. All right. 5 of clubs. So 5, a dark romance. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Oh, that friggin' sun. I am going to do Under Your Scars by Ariel N. Anderson. I have this in audio. This is a dark romance without a happy ending, it says. No happily ever after. Here, it says, if you're so concerned about my humanity... Oh, just a minute. So if you're concerned about my humanity, Elena, then reach into my soul and find it, because I'm not sure I have any left. According to the FBI, I was considered a serial murderer after 3 kills. What do they call me after 52? Jeepers. I live in a haunted house. one final bullet would have been all it took to stop me from taking another soul, and I would have been doing Meridian City a service by pulling that trigger. An angel crying for help stopped me, and that night I took 3 lives for her. Then 3 turned into 8, and 8 turned into 20, and 20 turned into 21, and 21 turned into 23. Elena Young is the hero in my story, but I'm the villain in hers. And this kind of story, and this is the kind of story where the villain gets the girl even if it kills her. And then the warning is, this is a dark romance novel intended for mature readers only. Please check triggers/content warnings. This book does not have an HEA. So, and this will go for one of the prompts in the Herkid spreadsheet. That, and then there's a little novella that happens after, I believe. So yeah, it's a dark romance, and that'll do it. I have one more book. I'll put dark romance in here. And it's Audible. I wanted to go kind of audio heavy for the rest of the summer just because it's hard to find time to sit down and read quietly with a house full of people. End of the world. Apocalyptic, dystopian, whatever. There. So that was a 5. Now let's see. If I get a 2, a 9, or a king, I'll have to do one more. I was hoping to get one of the dog picks. Or How to Train Your Gavin, aka Gavin Reads It All challenges. Those are fun. I'm still not getting the one. I wanted to get one of those Jean M. All books on. 6. All right. 6 of Spades. The Physical Jar. Oh, gosh. Well, I guess I'm adding another physical book to my thing. Normally, those are my favorite. It's just, like I said, it's a little hectic. Let me go get my mushroom. All right. My mushroom. This will be interesting because I've read a lot of my physical books that I have on the shelf downstairs, so it'll be a good way to clear it out. All right. I want to pick a good one. Let's make it good, Magda. All right. Oh, J.R. Ward. Okay. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I had to look up what book I'm on. This is from the Black Dagger Brotherhood. The Beast. This is on, I think, my summer TBR anyway, so this is perfect. Here, this follows vampires and lessers. Lessers are the bad guys. Vampires are the good guys. There's humans in this too. This would be secret society too, because the humans don't know about the vampires or the lessers. However, yeah, so this is book, what book is it? I think it's book 17 out of 33 books. I'll put it down below if I'm wrong. 17 out of 40 books, I think, with all the adjoining series that go with it, like the Blood Legacy and the Prison series or something that's all in the same world. Anyways, this follows Wrath. No, not Wrath. Wrath is the king. Rage. Rage has his own book back in, it's either book 2 or 3, I think. He is one of the Black Dagger Brotherhood, which is like the enforcers of the vampire race that takes care of the other regular vampires and human society. They just don't know it. And they fight the lessers. And the lessers are on Earth to take over the world and kill all the vampires and yada yada. Rage, though, he is cursed kind of with a beast inside of him. If he gets so mad, he turns into this like dragon kind of beast who doesn't know friend from foe and just demolishes anybody that's in his way. And in the first book, you see that. This is another book with him. He already has a wife or mate or whatever who you meet earlier on in the books. I won't say who or anything like that. So this is revisiting Rage, which the world is so big. You see all of the people from all the other books in all the other books, whether it's just a cameo or whatever. So we've seen him from book to book to book to book. It's just each book focuses more on one character than the other. This book is revisiting Rage, and I'm assuming his wife maybe. And there's some, I don't want to look into it because whatever, but probably has something to do with the beast inside of him. I don't know, but this is one of my journeys of trying to read all of the Black Dagger Brotherhood and all of the Blood Legacy and all of the prison. I don't know what it is, but it's all in the same world. I also have some of her other books too, but I'm slowly working my way through this. So if I can read this in the summer, I can put the next one on my fall TBR, and this will mark off of my summer TBR, which would be awesome. It's a big book, but I'll see if it's on Everend or something, like, I don't know. But, yeah, I've been a fan of J.R. Ward for years, like years. I reread the first 10 books. I haven't read past book 10 or 11 or whatever it was, so that's why I reread all of the other books, and I'm trying to work my way through all the other books that I never got around to getting to, and this is one of them. So, there. That's it. That's all. I was gonna spin the Hurkid wheel to try to focus on one of the pages that are in that reading challenge, but I just know I will not have time to read any more books than what I have here, these 10 books, and any other books that overflow from July. My goal is to, whether I finish them all in July like I'm supposed to, I'm just going to say it's my summer bubble. And then in September, when I do my September TBR, I'll try to filter in any other books that are trickled in, left over from my regular summer TBR, 10 books that I put on it. I forget now, but Beast I know is one of them. And Enigma is one of them. Yeah, anyways. Well, thanks for joining me. This is earlier than I've ever done a TBR, but I'm just trying to mass film for this channel and my other channel because I know I'm not going to have any time later on. So, yeah. So I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love you. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So, okay, guys, with that, just 1 second. God, I just want to put that thing on that's going to drive me crazy. Just to fill in that thing. They're kind of stuck together, some of them. Military. So with that, I'm going to say, have a good night or have a good morning. And I will. See you next time. Happy reading. Bye.